Alright, it's David here from blissyhusband.net. So, Pokémon Horizons episode 104 is titled Carbou's Wish, and in this video we'll be diving into a full English explanation of everything that went down. Liko, Zirc, and Onia make their way to Amethio's mansion, since, well, they've actually gotten permission to use the place from Cervantes. Once they're in the sitting room, Zirc and Onia start explaining how the explorers have really changed ever since Spinel took over after the events on Laqua. They mention that Hamber assigned them to search for Amethio, because he's basically the only one who can stand up to Spinel. Thing is, they haven't had any luck so far, so now they're turning to Liko for help. Liko takes a moment to think, when her Charcadet nudges her attention over to a photo of a younger Amethio and his own Charcadet, before it evolved into Ceruledge. As she's looking at all the photos that have been put up, Liko goes ahead and asks where that particular one was taken. Cervantes, who's now working at an Exceed warehouse after stepping down, is just about to reveal the location when, suddenly, Spinel makes a surprise visit. Cervantes brings up the strong spheres, but Spinel, sounding pretty confident, reassures the former director that everything is still going according to plan. Afterwards, when Cervantes sends the location of the island, Liko, Zirc, and Onia set off. On the way, Liko asks the two how they met Amethio. They reveal they were assigned to Amethio when they first joined the explorers, and assumed he was a spoiled kid, ready to take advantage of him to progress higher into the explorers. Over time, their perspective on Amethio changed to the point where they decided to be completely loyal to him, and now they wish to help Amethio again. At night on the island, Amethio reminisces the events from the past year. After successfully escaping Laqua's collapse, Amethio separated himself from his subordinates, telling them to go back to the explorers on their own. While avoiding the explorers after him under Spinel's orders, Amethio used the submarine to get to the island where he had his only family trip. Since then, Amethio has been hiding away on the island, feeling alone because there's no one he can turn to. Turning to the side, Amethio recalls his mother asking Charcadet to protect him, and imagines his mother's spirit heading for the sea. Looking further into the distance, Amethio spots something approaching and for a moment thinks he's been found by the explorers. But to his surprise and honestly relief, it's actually Liko, Zirc, and Onia who show up, crashing their boat right in front of him. Later, as the group gathers around a campfire, Amethio notices that Liko has caught a Charcadet. Liko mentions that it wanted to protect her. The trio goes on to explain Spinel's current intentions involving the explorers Exceed and the strong spheres to Amethio. Unfortunately, Amethio feels unable to help. Having lost everything, he feels pretty powerless, which prompts Liko to repeat the words he once said to her when they were both trapped in the cave. Suddenly, Charcadet challenges Ceruledge to a battle moved by Liko's feelings. Even though Amethio tries to talk the Fire Child Pokémon out of facing such an impossible opponent, Liko also asks for a battle and points out that, well, anything can happen. Eventually Amethio, though reluctant, agrees to the battle. The battle begins with an ember from Charcadet that is easily sliced in half, so Liko has Charcadet approach Ceruledge, but it's unable to do so because of a flurry of psycho cuts that keep it from getting any closer. Charcadet tries using Clear Smog, but Amethio, well, he sees its intentions right through. Running through the smokescreen, Charcadet gets close to Ceruledge and tries using Ember again, only to be surprised when the Fireblade's Pokémon is suddenly gone. Ceruledge rises from a portal and attacks from behind, having used Phantom Force before Charcadet could even attack. Seeing Charcadet struggle to get up, Amethio declares the battle is over and tells Liko to recall it back into its Pokeball. But she doesn't listen, and just stares at Charcadet as it keeps trying to get back up. Despite the pleas for it to give up, Charcadet, with support from its trainer and fellow Pokemon, stands back up again, determination burning in its eyes. At Liko's command, Charcadet rushes towards Ceruledge, sliding under another Psycho Cut attack and, jumping high enough to unleash a powerful Ember that manages to hit Ceruledge. Amethio isn't impressed by their success. But he and Liko notice Ceruledge's eyes are also burning with the same determination as Charcadet. Without any order from his trainer, Ceruledge strikes down Charcadet with Shadow Claw before it could attack, ending the battle. Liko, Meowscarada and Pagogo praise Charcadet's efforts while Amethio and Ceruledge approach them. Liko thanks Amethio for the battle, admitting she didn't want to disappoint the Firechild Pokémon by refusing to let it battle, and, promises to be stronger the next time they battle. Liko's words in the battle just now really strike a chord with Amethio. He tells Zirc and Onia that he can't go with them. As explorers, they're capable of doing things that Amethio just can't from within. So as for Amethio, he decides to find something he can do, and this actually makes his subordinates happy to see a spark of his old self coming back. Zirc and Onia hand the Zygarde Cube over to Amethio, and in that moment, he realizes he should start gathering the Zygarde cells from his grandfather's white Zygarde. Liko tells Amethio that she believes in the path he's taking, and her words seem to give him a bit of encouragement. Back at the explorer's base, Hamber receives an update on the situation. When the call ends, he just breaks down in relief, not realizing that Chalice is watching everything through the camera. Liko returns to the brave Olivine where Charcadet is finally healed up. Roy and Dot catch up with Liko and let her know about their plans to have some fun while the ship is in maintenance. Uruto, of course, insists on joining in too. As the sun rises, Amethio leaves the island, riding on Corviknight with the Zygarde Cube in hand and honestly, a new sense of determination. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with others, and subscribe to the channel. Your support is what keeps us inspired to make more amazing content. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care and stay safe. Thanks for watching. Oh, and if you've got any questions or suggestions, drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Regards. BlissyHusband.net